Lymphocyte percentage is pretty high. His body was fighting off a viral infection.
Infection could have made him act like that?
None that I've ever heard of. I mean, some can cause dementia, but...
Did what?
There's this weird residue. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was sulfur.
Hey.
Sorry, road's closed.
Yeah, I can see that. What's up?
Quarantine?
Quarantine?
Doc thinks it's a virus. What's going on out there, Dean?
Man, I don't know. I feel like Chuck Heston and the Omega Man. The Sergeant's the only sane person I could find.
Now, we also tied in Omega Man, which is a film played by Charlton Heston. Now, why did we do that?
Man, I don't know. I feel like Chuck Heston and the Omega Man.
Because Charlton Heston, in my eyes, depicted Trump in the dunce cap. Let's look at this. This is crazy. This is the decode we did on Omega Man. And he, too, is put in with a dunce cap on his head. When I watched Omega Man, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It tied right in to iPad Goat, too, with the dunce cap. Watch.
Killed me, and then he died very badly himself.
Our first clue is the use of the word badly, which nobody uses the word that way except for Trump and Charlton Heston.
Very badly, John. I will say badly himself. Very badly, John. I will say very badly, John. I will say.
Hi, big brother. How's your ass? Sweet. Put the power to him, brother. Just a little nitro. Put the power to him, brother. Just a little nitro. Put the power to him, brother. Just a little nitro. This is how it starts. A trip to the Laughing Academy.
Now, these are clips from Omega Man, as you just saw, from 1971. And pretty soon here, you're going to see him in a dunce cap. And again, Omega Man was the basis for the film I Am Legend, in which Will Smith, who plays the last scientist on Earth, offers his own convalescent plasma, or his own blood, as a cure to heal 58 million zombies that were left after a spamdemic wiped out humanity. And the same exact storyline plays out in Omega Man. Charlton Heston is a scientist. He offers his convalescent plasma to save the zombies. In other words, choosing the blood of a man. Does this all start to sound familiar to you? Trump, right now as we speak, is encouraging blood drives. He's encouraging people to give their blood, because I saw a lot of similarities between Omega Man and Trump, as well as, of course, I Am Legend and Trump. Let's keep watching. Now, this book burning that occurs is, of course, a nod to Fahrenheit 451, and it's happening right now as the fact checkers burn all of the books, and the backdrop is a virus.
Now, can't you leave me alone? Please.
Burn them! We gotta burn them all!
One creature.
And so, of course, you just saw the mirroring from the episode of that show that I just showed you, and it had the same theme of burning the books in front of the backdrop of the towers. Why the towers? Because it's another 19. Because all of Lower Manhattan is aligned to 119 degrees. Every single street, you get the ruler out in Google Earth, 119 degrees, which of course is another number backwards in reverse. So we see this virus with The book burning, of course, the two events were 19 years apart. The Towers and CV-19.
Caught in a place he cannot stir from in the dark, alone.
We gotta burn them. We gotta burn them all. And look what's in the background. This was in 2000.
With our devotion.
Burn them. We gotta burn them all. And then they show them on fire there. It's clear as day, a year before what happened. And that's from the TV series Now and Again.
We shall cleanse the world.
With our devotion, we shall cleanse the world. Gotta burn them! We gotta burn them all!
You can't make this up.
With fire, my brothers, we have purified all that lives with our zeal, and we shall continue with our work.
And never will come down to the family and to judgment, down to punishment.
Are you fellas really with the Internal Revenue Service?
The Neville character, which of course Robert Neville is in I Am Legend, and the original in Omega Man, his name is Neville as well, is code for devil. Using his blood and making all of us get injected with his blood.
Your little jokes are meaningless, Mr. Neville.
We always see the helicopter crash. It was in Escape from LA. Here you see it again. Black helicopters crashing.
Vaccine.
And you gotta be kidding me. There he goes. You heard him. You can read what's on your screen. Unbelievable.
Vaccine. With our devotion, we shall cleanse the world.
And never will come down.
Nothing to live for but his memories. Nothing to live with but his gadgets, his cars, his guns, gimmicks. With fire, my brothers, we have purified all that lives with our zeal, and we shall continue with our work.
What you can understand is that the metaphor of books is actually people. And they even have a cashless society. It's happening now. It's happening. So this decode was back in March 21st, 2020. I uploaded this and we were trying to warn you guys. And sure enough, there are no coins left anywhere. And they're not allowing cash in many stores. Why are books people, Casey? That's ridiculous. Books are people because we come from the tree of life. Books are made from trees. And a book encapsulates the entire history of a subject, which is you. You are the subject. You are a book. And you come from the ring of the tree rings into a square, a book. You're locked in the cube. You're contained in a book.
Whether a state of war between China and Russia still exists is not important any longer.
Is it Sunday? Sunday I always dress for dinner.
Our fellow countrymen are dying. The very foundations of civilization are beginning to crumble. Martial law is now nationwide. Major cities in all parts of the country, New York, Los Angeles, report plague victims falling dead in the streets. Already hospital facilities have begun to crack under the strain, and civil defense authorities state that the situation is much the same across the entire country. In their homes, at their work, the first symptom appears to be severe choking, followed by immediate unconsciousness. Death occurs within minutes.
Stay in your homes.
What's up?
Quarantine?
Quarantine?
Doc thinks it's a virus. What's going on out there, Dean?
Man, I don't know. I feel like Chuck Heston in the Omega Man.
Those found without specific military orders are subject to summary execution.
Under the dread assault of that horror long feared germ warfare.
All civilian traffic is barred from streets and highways. All civilian traffic is barred from streets and highways. Stay in your homes. Stay in your homes. Repeat, Conrad Channel. This is a...
Stay in your homes. We uploaded this on March 21st.
Class 1 emergency.
Now the question is survival.
Overrun hospitals. This is what they want you to believe. This is all programming before all this would happen, or before they wanted us to believe that it was happening. They want the fear factor up to the highest levels. This is part of the program.
Here is the instrument of cleansing, my brethren. And nothing quite cleansed.
And that right there is the trident from the wreckage of the WTC.
Is like fire.
Nothing cleanses like fire. Look at the 119 on the side of here. Look at that. 119 on the side of the van there.
You see lying there the last of scientists, of bankers, of businessmen, the users of the wheel. Does he have the marks? Do you see them?
The mark.
You see him as we were before the punishment, before we gained grace. Do we use the tools of the wheel as he does?
And then there he is in the crucifixion position. They ask him if he has the mark. You getting it now? We're here. It's happening now.
Is he of the family?
They want you as part of the family. The only way to make that happen is the mark. What is the mark? Well, the movie is pretty clear what the mark is. Mixing the serpent blood with human blood through a convalescent plasma. And there's Charlton Heston / Trump in the dunce cap.
Hands out. Out! Way out by shoulder. I like to go crucify you, baby. Matter of fact,
the yellow brick road. We're off to see the wizard.
Hands out like they're gonna crucify you.
When it hit, the older people either died outright or went to the third.
The older people died out. Went to the third stage fast.
Third stage pretty fast. Well,
What about all of you? Why didn't you get it?
I don't know. I mean, some of the younger people have a kind of resistance. I don't know,
Young people have resistance. Exactly what's playing out right now, what they want us to believe, is playing out a form of...
hold out. Well, you know, blindness and light, albinism, psychotic delusions, occasional stages of torpor like Matthias and the things out there.
Well, if the Masonic rites are over, how about Richie?
Nothing with drugs. It's got to be the serum.
The Masonic rites, and they're trying to find a cure to cure the zombies in the film, And he says nothing with drugs. It's gotta be the serum. That would be the blood.
Serum. Couldn't you reconstitute the vaccine?
It's gotta be the serum.
It's gotta be the serum. You got any idea how many steps it takes to synthesize an antibiotic specific for this bug?
Operation Warp Speed. And there she is in the section where you prevent pregnancy from happening. Are you starting to see what's really happening here?
We have cleansed the world. Outside the family, there is nothing at all. Outside the family, there is nothing at all. Outside the family, there is nothing at all. Family is all.
There can be only one, the Highlander. The family is one.
Family is all.
The family is all.
We have cleansed the world.
Just like in the beginning of the world.
Like we were starting all over again in the Garden of Eden. Only this time we don't trust no friggin' snake.
You knew I was a snake when you let me in. Then at the end they sing Ronald McDonald. I got so much pushback on this video, but now it is all becoming very clear who the clown is, who the Joker is. There's the presidential seal. And there's Charlton Heston in the crucifixion position in his own blood that he was going to, quote unquote, cure the world with. Which is exactly what's happening right now. So who is the devil's advocate, the devil's apprentice? Gemini, Janus, Omega Man. Apollo. Alpha and the Omega is what Apollo wanted to be. He is the Omega Man. The Orphic egg. The VC. Chicken eggs that they use to develop VCs is the Orphic egg. The bloodlines.
Found something about the Roanoke colony.
And?
Dad always had a theory about Croatoan. He thought it was a demon's name, a demon of plague and pestilence. Sometimes known as Deaver, sometimes Reshef.
Well, that's terrific. Why here? Why now?
With the supposed new formula?
Well, they say it's faster acting.
Well, maybe it is, but human trials this week?
Yeah, it does seem a little rushed.
A little rushed.
Well, swine flu, it's an epidemic.
Yeah, well, if Nivius was really worried about the epidemic, they'd be giving the vaccine out for free.
I'm just glad we got something to offer people.
Well, I'm sorry, it's a load of crap. Pure profit-driven crap. Have you even seen the new vaccine?
No.
Yeah, neither have I.
I have. Relax. You're part of it, too. I'm running an experiment.
Oh! What the hell? Hey, you open this door!
Well, looks like it works.
Oh, a day and a half ago we didn't have a single case. Now we're looking at over 70.
Infectious equivalent of a briefcase bombs.
Hey, check it out. It looks like the king of pop. Too soon? Too soon.
Don't get me wrong, I'm glad the CDC is here.
Look, everything is still the same. We're all still in this together.
Sure we are.
My valet hid a tracking device in your car. A magical coin that easily trumps your little bags of bones. Allows me to hear things, too.
I don't want to hear weeks. I want to hear days.
You're asking for distribution on an unprecedented scale.
Well, we have an unprecedented outbreak. The nation is terrified of swine flu.
We're doing our best.